You got any kids, Max?
Nah. Just missed a couple of times, but been lucky so far.
I have. But I don't know where they are now.
How come?
2 of them died. I don't know where the others are.
Hey, Lizzie, taking your heart pills today? I didn't ask you if you were okay. I asked if you'd taken your pills.
I haven't got them.
What?
I left them in my cell.
Oh, Lizzie. Officer Barfield.
What do you want, Smith?
Officer Barfield. Lizzie's left her pills in her cell. Could you get them for us, please?
First we let Simpson out, and now Birdsworth wants her pill.
That's what I said.
Feeling poorly, is she?
Not the best.
Well, it's quite simple then. You call off this stupid business, and we can all go and get Birdsworth's medication for her. Did you hear what I said, Smith?
So you won't get them?
No.
Ferguson, she needs them.
Then she should have remembered them.
Did you know she took heart pills?
I really can't remember.
How is she?
I hope for Ferguson's sake that Lizzie don't die.
Just hope these are the right ones. Get me some water, nurse.
What do you want? Come to see if I'm still alive and kicking?
Something like that. How are you feeling?
Why? You couldn't care if I was dead.
That's not true, Lizzie. It was a misunderstanding, that's all.
Yeah, I bet.
Who do you think phoned the doctor?
Not that bloody Ferguson, that's for sure.
How would you feel if you didn't have to go back there? Well, not for very long, anyway.
What are you on about?
Parole. I spoke to the parole board chairman before I came here.
They wouldn't have a bar of it.
They thought it was a good idea.
I haven't got anywhere to go.
Yes, you have.
I mightn't be much use on the inside, but at least it's a roof over my head.
You've forgotten about the halfway house, haven't you?
God. Jude's got enough on her plate without worrying about me.
That's not true. She wants you to live there. She said you could help out.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Maybe I could doctor up the tucker and get rid of some of the people we didn't want.
Oh, not exactly. There'd be plenty for you to do.
Yeah, and I could come and go as I pleased. Dor could visit.
Right.
Oh, you know, Mr. Faulkner, last time I was out, I was really frightened. I didn't know anybody, and nobody wanted to know me. But this time...
Well, what do you think?
Bloody ripper. When can I go?
Well, how'd they treat you in hospital?
Not bad. Not very different from here, really. Don't do this, don't do that. Tubes up my nose, tubes everywhere. Wasn't much fun.
Couldn't wait to get back, eh?
Yeah. I could let you into a little secret, though.
Yeah?
Promise you won't tell anybody.
Oh, I don't know, Lizzie. Better not make that sort of promise. Might have to break it.
Hey?
Why don't you just tell me about your parole?
What? How'd you find out about that?
Faulkner told us.
Blabbermouth. It was supposed to be a secret. Oh, don't suppose I could get too mad at him. I mean, it was his idea.
Elizabeth Josephine Birdsworth, age 73. You will recall she has been paroled before, and the original sentence was quashed. There was considerable compensation at the time.
That's right. $30,000. Yet you lost your parole license last time for non-payment of a $300 bill.
Yeah. Well, you see, sir, I gave all me dough to me daughter. Well, she wasn't really me daughter, but I adopted her.
All right, Mrs. Birdsworth, spare us the history. The relevance to this hearing is that you are now penniless, correct?
Yes, sir.
If parole were granted, she would have accommodation at the halfway house.
So I see. Mrs. Birdsworth, from your record, it would seem you deliberately set out last time to get a conviction so that you could return to Wentworth.
Well, you see, sir, all my mates were in here then. They've all moved out now, so there isn't any reason for me to come back.
I see.
Excuse me, sir. Do you mind if I sit down? My old legs are not what they used to be.
Yes, all right.
Thank you, Mrs. Powell.
Now, I can see this application has been made on the grounds that further imprisonment would seriously endanger Mrs. Birdsworth's life in her present state of health.
And that is correct. She recently had a serious illness and has a past history of heart trouble.
Yes, I can see that from the medical report. But this last attack seems to have been caused by pneumonia. Plus the fact that she neglected to take her tablets. Well, there's no medical evidence to suggest that she'll die because of her imprisonment. Are we agreed? Mrs. Birdsworth, your application is rejected until specific medical evidence can be produced to support your claim.
Bugger!
Oh, Mrs. Davidson, I have Lizzie here for you.
Oh, good. Bring her in. Tell me, Lizzie, do you remember Dr. Marsden?
Dr. Marsden? He was the one that looked after me when I had me bad ticker.
That's right.
I could never forget him.
Good, because I...
Oh, he was lovely, and he had such a cultured voice.
Did he?
And his hands, God, he could talk with his hands, and they were really gentle.
Well, I'm glad you liked him. You may remember how he felt about your being in prison.
Oh, I didn't put him up to that. That was his idea.
No, I realise that. I've been in contact with him, and he has agreed to examine you and submit his report to the parole board.
God, when is that going to be?
Well, tomorrow. Why?
Oh, I'm wearing my last pair of clean undies for the week. What'll I do?
Well, I suppose you better do a little bit of hand washing and hope it dries overnight.
Yeah, well, I better get to it. I hate to rush off like this, Mrs. Davidson, but you know how it is.
Yes, of course. Good luck.
Thank you. Oh, she's a good sport, isn't she, Mrs. M?
Yes, she is. Now, come on, Lizzie, we better hurry.
You all right? Oh, all this excitement. It's given me palpitations.
Will I get Mr. Murray?
Oh, would you, Mrs. M? I'd walk there myself, and I don't think my poor old legs would carry me.
Lizzie, you have to impress the doctor, not me.
I was just practicing. Come on, let's go. What's the verdict, Doc? Am I going to snuff it?
Are you going to what?
Snuff it. You know, snuff it.
Oh, I see. Snuff it, eh? Let me put it like this, Mrs. Birdsworth. If any of my other patients had your medical record, I'd be very worried. But you...
Yeah?
I think you'll see me out.
Oh, good. Don't say that. They'll never let me out. What's happened? Has me old ticker fixed itself up or something?
No, nothing like that. Medically speaking, you're a very sick person, or should be. You've got high blood pressure, angina, and an impaired left ventricle.
Oh, God, that sounds good. Hey, what was that last one?
Impaired left ventricle.
Bloody ripper. They're sure to let me out now.
I seem to remember a time when you didn't want to leave here. What changed your mind?
Oh, don't get me wrong, Doc. I've never been very fond of this place, but all my old mates were in here, and when I was on the outside, I didn't have anyone to talk to.
Bit lonely, eh?
Yeah, you know me. I like a good chin wag.
Yes, I gathered that.
Lizzie, the parole board's waiting for you.
Oh, hang on.
What on earth are you doing?
What do you reckon? Do I look as though I've got a fever?
No, get out of here.
Yes, Mrs. Birdsworth, you'll be given your parole license.
Congratulations, Lizzie.
Thank you, Mrs. Davidson. I wonder if Dr. Marsden does house calls. I'd still like him to look after me when I'm in the halfway house.
That won't be necessary, Mrs. Birdsworth.
Oh, I think so. He knows me history. Anyway, I wouldn't like anyone else to look after me.
I know you don't understand. You see, according to Dr. Marsden's report, you're going to need quite a lot of care. And we're worried that you won't get that care at the halfway house.
Of course I will. Jude's my maid. She'll look after me.
Nevertheless, we feel it necessary to place a proviso on the license. It's only for your own good.
Proviso? What is it?
That your parole be suspended until we can find a suitable place for you. Of course, there are dozens of old people's homes about, but we must find one that has the proper medical attention available.
Old people's home?
Yes, Mrs. Birdsworth. A place where you can relax and mix with people of your own age. Don't worry. You'll be well looked after.
I was really pretty when I was a young girl. Now I look like a weather-beaten old bag. But inside, I feel just the same, full of life, as though I could go on forever.
Yeah, and you probably will too, you old devil. Just be bloody minded. Now, come on, you stop feeling sorry for yourself.
An old people's home's just like a prison. But you can't never escape. And you can't get out alive.
Oh, come on, love, don't talk like that.
I'm not gonna fool myself. I am old. I'm finished.
The gardens are beautiful. I understand the accommodation is excellent. And there's 24 hours supervision.
I knew there'd be screws and all.
Lizzie, what's the matter? Something's troubling you.
Oh, I don't reckon it's my cup of tea. I don't fancy living with a bunch of old codgers. Besides, who's going to pay for it? I can't out of me pension.
Well, you still have Sid's land. That must be worth quite a large amount.
I'm not going to sell that land. That's me nest egg for me old age.
Lizzie, this is your old age we are talking about. At least go and see Rosewoods. I'll arrange a pass if you like. I'll come with you.
Rosewoods? The very name gives me the willies.
Lizzie, you must realise that unless you want to end your days in Wentworth, Rosewoods is your only choice. The parole board will not change its mind.
All right. I'll go and look at it. But I won't like it.
Plenty of tucker. No work, waited on hand and foot.
Wash your mouth.
Oh, come on, Lizzie. Well, you don't have to stay in bed like some of them oldies. If I know you, you'll be off every day to see Jude and Dor. Have a few snorts at the pub. Be home in time for tea.
Yeah. I suppose I could use the place just to sleep in.
That's right. Be more like a hotel than an old folks' home. Except you'd have mates there if you needed them.
Yeah. I never thought of that. God. We're a long way out in the sticks, aren't we, Mrs. Davidson? It was a long drive.
Yes, it's very peaceful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hello there.
Oh, hello.
G'day.
Thinking of moving in, are you?
Maybe.
Certainly is a lovely place. Have you been here long?
Since last July, I think it was, maybe early August. You came in before I did, Merle. When was that?
August.
Oh, I must have come in July.
Oh. What do you do around here? I mean, how do you get a good laugh?
Or somebody wants a game of cards or chess, and then there's the day trips and short holidays.
Oh, where'd you go?
All sorts of places. Fetes, local plays, bowls, and sometimes we get up a group for the cricket.
Ah.
Don't forget you promised a partner down for bridge, Tom.
Forgot. Excuse me, won't you?
Yes, of course.
Spacing.
Lizzie, why don't you go out into the garden on your own and have a look around? Talk to some of the residents.
Righto.
Take your time.
She looks a bit nervous. I know I was at first. But don't worry too much. It really is a beautiful place. You'd certainly be doing the right thing if you sent your mother to live here.
bit chilly to be sitting out here, isn't it?
I suppose. But I don't fancy staying inside all day. New here, are you?
No. But I might be staying in a few weeks. I'm Elizabeth Birdsworth.
Enid Watson. You looked at any other places?
No, this one was recommended. Everyone seems really happy here.
Yes, they are. It's a restful place, I suppose. A bit too restful, really. I'm just not ready to retire from life yet.
No, me neither. I'm rearing to go.
Everybody means well, I suppose. I feel like I've been cut off from the world.
Yeah, I know what you mean. What were you doing before you came here?
My husband Reg and I had a variety act for years. We toured with it during the war.
Yeah?
We covered every inch of Australia and New Zealand and then made our way over to England. When Reg died, I didn't go on with the act. Wouldn't have been the same with somebody else. So I worked in the Tivoli's wardrobe department for years. I was good at it too. The people, gosh, they were wonderful. But there comes a time when everyone's convinced that you're past working. They all seem to enjoy the lifestyle here, but it's not for me, I'm afraid.
No, I don't think I'd like it much.
What were you doing?
Haven't you got eyes in your head? Who are you talking to? Oh, Mr. Douglas.
Look, never mind.
I'm sorry.
Never mind. Just get somebody to clean that up.
Oh, never mind. I'll do it.
You will not.
Why not?
Because, as I understand it, you're not supposed to be working at all. You're supposed to be ill.
Oh, well, I don't see that picking up a few broken dishes is gonna kill me.
Look, the department's gone to a lot of trouble over you, Birdsworth. Even Mrs. Davidson's gone out of her way to try and find you a nursing home.
Yeah? Well, she needn't have bothered.
Oh, why?
Because I don't like the place, that's why.
The board has made its decision.
Big deal.
I am not going to argue with you, Birdsworth. The condition of your parole states that you are to retire in a nursing home. That's it.
Well, you can tell the parole board to stick it because I'm not going there.
Mr. Douglas tells me you've changed your mind about going to the home.
Yeah. Well, I got really mad with him.
Well, he wasn't too pleased either. Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't know how to, Mrs. Davidson. Not after all the trouble you'd gone to. But, oh, God, you understand, don't you? I'd go mad stuck out there for the rest of me life.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Lizzie, you only had to stay there for the term of your parole. After that, you could have gone anywhere you liked.
Yeah. Well, why didn't somebody tell me that? That changes the whole thing.
I'm afraid it doesn't. Mr. Douglas has just informed me that he intends to cancel your application for parole. I'm sorry, but you have no one to blame but yourself.
I reckon I'll go and stay at the halfway house after I get out of this dump.
Oh, you reckon your parole will come through?
No. That bloody poofter Douglas, he won't let me go. But he'll have to when my time's up.
Well, see, they're keeping you here as decoration.
Like an old flower pot. Get away, you cheeky little bugger. For God's sake, Margot, what do you reckon you're up to?
For Christ's sake, Lizzie, piss off.
Oh, come down from there, Margot. You're going to ruin the whole bloody show. But how far do you reckon you'll get dressed like that? Oh. Get down from there. Oh.
Lizzie, are you sure you're all right?
I'm all right. Will you stop bloody fussing?
Take it.
All right, lads, take her out. The easy does it, the easy. Come on.
Please be careful.
Will you?
Take it good. I've organised an ambulance.
What's going on?
Knoxville, but I think Wentworth General, right?
Thanks. I'll let Mrs. Davidson know.
Good.
What? Well, somebody tell me what's going on here.
It was a lovely concert, too. Now I'll never get to see it. Bloody Margot.
I think that's enough for now.
Lizzie, everyone sends their love. Mrs. Davidson, Bea, all your friends. That's why I wanted to come here, to tell you that personally.
Thanks, Mrs. M. God, you're a good sport. Tell tell everyone.
I'm not panicking, Doctor, but she looks terrible. Is she going to be all right?
To be honest, we don't know. She's got severe internal bruising and her heart is very weak.
Oh, no.
And we must remember her age. She's a very old lady to have been through what she has.
Yes. Of course, we all thought that Lizzie would just go on forever.
Believe me, we'll do everything we can.
Look at Lizzie! I keep fighting you buggers. I hate peace.
Welcome back.
Bea, what happened to your face?
How are you, mate? Take more than Gaffney and bloody old Fergo to get rid of me.
This is Birdsworth. Officer Carson's okayed it for her to help out with the women's meals.
Good day, love. Charlie's the name. Charlie Roberts.
G'day, I'm Elizabeth Birdsworth.
Welcome aboard. It'd be nice to have a pretty face around the place for a change.
Oh, get away with it. I'm here to cook, so don't take advantage of me just because I'm a woman, and no hanky-panky, get it?
I'll try to control myself.
See that you do.
Well, now that you've established the rules, I'll leave you to get on with it.
Well, come on, beautiful. Show you where everything is.
At your age, I'm surprised that you can remember.
I'm just going to duck up the twink before we have to serve lunch, love. Keep an eye on the casserole, will you? It's nearly done.
Don't forget to wash your hands.
Charlie. Hey, Maxie, I've got a little job for you.
Yeah?
I've decided to run a raffle, and I want you to split it in among the women and get them all interested.
A raffle? What for?
Why do you think I need the money?
No, what's the prize gonna be?
Well, I haven't quite decided yet, but there are a few things in the kitchen I can lay my hands on that'll make a beaut prize.
Yeah, well, how much you gonna charge?
Well, that's what I want you to find out. See what the market can stand. You think 50 cents would be all right?
50 cents? Better be a pretty good prize.
Yeah, it will be. Now, you get going and I'll be in touch. Righto now. Who else for a nose bag?
Okay, girls, time for the big raffle draw. Now, don't be too pushy. Hey, Maxie, got all the paper ripped up with the names on it? And got collected all the money?
Yes, Lizzie, now just get on with it.
Righto, now all we need's a barrel girl. Come on, Pad, you'll do, love.
And the winner is, all the way from Woodridge Prison by way of Wentworth Detention Centre, Miss Chrissy Latham!
Here comes the big prize by airmail.
What the bleeding hell's this?
What's it look like? It's a chalk.
Yeah, but it's frozen solid.
So what? It'll thaw out.
But it is uncooked.
Well, cook it.
How, you bloody silly old cow?
How about a bit not now? There's no one around.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, mightn't be as good as the Birdsworth brew, but it'll do me.
Well, don't guts at all. I want some too, remember?
Don't worry, I got plenty of us stashed away. I got bottles everywhere, enough for a good long party.
Well, how are we going to get it back to Wentworth?
Yeah, we'll have to think about that.
You watch out for some empty shampoo bottles for starters.
Maybe you won't have enough to take back to Wentworth with you.
You've got no right to sneak up on people like that.
Yeah, and you got no right to hold out on this booze supply from your mates.
You're no mate of mine, Gaffney.
No, but let's just see how the others take to being kept in the dark, eh?
Bloody hell.
Come on, Lizzie. Hand it over.
Oh, I was so busy I forgot all about the booze.
Come on, you old bugger, where is it?
I slipped it under here when the screws weren't watching. I nearly got caught more than once, so there you go.
Ah. Hey, that's not bad. Not bad at all.
Where's the rest of it?
Ooh, them blokes aren't only good for one thing after all.
Screws! It's nearly over. Can pack your belongings. You'll be leaving for Wentworth in half an hour. The bus will be here and I want you all to be ready.
We're not going to leave all this booze behind, are we?
No way. I've worked that one out. Empty your hot water bottles, girls, because you won't be warming your feet with them tonight. That's funny.
What's wrong?
My eyes have gone a bit strange. I can't read the print.
Oh. Grog had no effect, eh?
Oh, come off it. What do you think I am?
Becoming a bit of a two-pot screamer in your old age, are you, Lizzie?
Of course not. I can outdrink anyone.
And she's proved that more than once.
Yeah. I have, haven't I? Oh, bloody thing.
What are you up to?
Oh, babe. I was just mending your pyjamas. They had a hole in them.
Oh? Well, they used to have 4 holes in them. 2 in the sleeves and 2 in the legs. And, you know, I liked them that way.
Well, I hope you haven't mended mine.
I haven't touched them. Anyway, what do you mean by sneaking up on me like that? You spoiled a good joke.
That's exactly why we were sneaking up on you like that. It's too dangerous walking around here. Ask Janice.
Oh, that was a bit of soap powder. And anyway, it was Maxie's idea.
Well, what are you reading the death column for, anyway?
Seeing if they got me name spelt right. What the bloody hell do you think?
Did you find anyone you know?
No, everybody I know's gone a long time ago. Oh, no. Bill Larkin.
Who?
Bill Larkin. I used to know him years ago. Can't be the same one. Hang on, yes it is. Beloved husband of Valerie, father of Susan and Robert, suddenly at home. Poor old Bill.
How old was he?
Oh, Bill wouldn't have been much over 60. Terrible boozer, though, always on the plonk. Got around a lot. Shearer, jackaroo. Married a 2-bob snob. She made him move the big smoke, and I never heard of them again.
Well, does it worry you that he's carked it?
Of course not. I bet he went out laughing, same way as I'm gonna do.
Well, I don't know. Something's up. Mrs. M hasn't been herself for days.
Yeah, po-face neither.
Po-face always been a rat bag, so what's the bloody difference?
Yeah, but Lizzie, don't you reckon...
Eh?
Lizzie? I said, think.
I think we should all mind our own business, which is what I'm bloody well gonna do right now.
This is going to be easy, Smith. I hope you've got enough smokes to go around. I know, Lizzie. She'll cotton on. This bed isn't over by a long chalk.
First my bloody eyes, now my ears. God, I'm a mess.
Birdsworth? What? Haven't you got any work to do?
Oh, yes, Miss Ferguson. Only got a bit of a headache.
Headache? Oh, come off it, Birdsworth. There'll be no slacking off while I'm on duty.
Well, I just had a bit of bad news, you see.
One of my old mates kicked the bucket and I hadn't seen him for years.
Nobody lives forever, Birdsworth. But I'm surprised you've got any friends left. And watch that headache, though. That's how it all starts. What? Oh, the beginning of the end. First, your faculties go, one by one. And then your body just packs up. But until it does, you'll do your work like everybody else. Now get on with it.
Yeah.
Hey, Lizzie.
Great game along.
Don't you think you should finish sorting that?
Oh, all right. Give me a chance.
Well, hurry up and stop gabbing.
Oh, fair go, B. Lizzie can't help it. Didn't you, Lizzie?
Oh, how can I do anything when you're all asking me these silly bloody questions? Hey, you lot, what are you watching telly with the sound turned down for?
Wasn't it, Lizzie?
Hey? Oh, yeah, it was blasting so loud it nearly sent me out of me mind.
Hey, Wrinkles.
I've seen it 3 times before. The bloke nicks off with his secretary, the wife commits suicide, and it's bloody boring, so I'm going to get myself some beauty sleep.
Hey, Wrinkles. All dressed up with nowhere to go, eh?
Oh, I got somewhere to go, all right, which is more than you can say.
If you reckon you're going on that working bee, you can forget it. The bell went ages ago.
What? The bell? I didn't hear anything.
Tough. I reckon the bus will be halfway there by now.
Oh, bugger it.
But I'm not happy with it.
Mrs. M! You can't go without me. You see, I didn't hear the bell.
See, what on earth's the matter?
Oh, I'm sorry I'm late, Mrs. M, but I haven't missed it, have I?
Missed what?
The pass to the halfway house. You see, I didn't hear the bell.
Well, there it is now. Now, I know you're looking forward to this day, but there's no need to be quite so eager.
Oh, I can hear it now, but you wouldn't play any tricks on me, would you, Mrs. M? I mean, I'm not too late, am I?
No, Lizzie, you are not late. And the bus isn't even here yet.
Oh, isn't it?
You all right, Lizzie?
Yoo-hoo! Anybody there?
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you.
You all right, love?
Yeah, of course I am. Fit as a fiddle, just miles away. Got to expect an old codger like me to go quiet every now and again.
Well, you're saying you better hurry up for breakfast.
Oh, why hurry up for that? It tastes like wallpaper paste.
Come on, Maxine. We'll see you there, Lizzie.
Righto.
Cunning old bugger's onto us.
You reckon?
Of course she is. She heard every word we said. Next thing you know, she'll be asking Davo for a couple of days outside to get fitted with a hearing aid. Got to hand it to her. We pull a gag on her and she turns around and says she comes out on top.
Oh, Lizzie, why aren't you dressed?
Oh, I don't feel like breakfast, Mrs. Sam.
You sick?
No, I'm not sick. Just old, that's all. When you get to my age, you've got to expect your body to start wearing out like the parts of an old car.
Come on, what's wrong?
Oh, I just got a bit of a headache, that's all, and I don't feel like breakfast.
Do you want to go and see the sister?
Oh, of course not. I'll be all right. She can't do anything for me.
I'll get her to call in and see you on her way to maternity.
It was nice of you to come, sister. But I don't see what good you can do me except maybe give me an aspirin for me headache.
Oh, how long have you had it?
Since this morning.
Do you get them often?
Comes and goes.
How long's it been since your last checkup, Lizzie?
What? Oh, when I was at the hospital. Not long ago. Well, they reckoned I was as fit as a fiddle.
Well, there has to be a reason for these headaches.
Yeah. Been a bit worried lately. Perhaps that's the cause of it.
Worried? What about?
Well, I have this mate, you see, on the outside, and she wrote and told me
She's been feeling a bit funny lately. Her eyes have been going all blurry and she gets headaches and that.
What does her doctor think it is?
Well, that's the point. She hasn't seen the doctor. That's why I'm worried. And she keeps going deaf. Not all the time, but just now and then. Everything goes quiet.
It sounds like it could be serious. How old is she?
My age. Well, what do you reckon it could be?
Well, I really couldn't say. It could be anything from a virus to a brain tumour.
Brain tumour?
It's possible. Anyway, at her age, it's silly to take chances. She really should see a doctor.
Yeah. I suppose you're right.
Mrs. Sister Kelly told me about your friend. Now, when did you find this out?
Oh, I had a letter a few days ago, Mrs. M.
She told me you didn't have any friends on the outside.
Not here, but I've still got a few interstate. I won't have them much longer. They're all going.
Well, Sister Kelly said that you're really quite well, and she'll be with us for a while yet.
Maybe. Maybe not. You know, Mrs. M, I used to have quite a few photos from way back. Photos of all the people I knew. Me husband, me children. You didn't know that, did you, Mrs. M?
No.
No, nobody knew. Not even B. I had them hidden away right in here so nobody could find them. See, I wanted them to be private. Pictures from my past. I never took them with me even when I went out. I thought I'd probably lose them. I thought they'd be safe in here. And do you know where they were hidden? In the library. Stuffed in among all them classical books, you know, Shakespeare and all that. I thought they'd be as safe as houses there. I thought maybe one of these days in the future somebody'd come along and they'd find them and they'd say, oh, look, there's old Lizzie Birdsworth when she was a young'un. Now, this is all I've got left. They were all burnt in the fire. Not much to show for 70-odd years, is it?